My beloved child, let me remind you today of a truth so profound it transcends all understanding. You are deeply loved. This love is not earned through perfection nor lost through mistakes. It is a constant, unshakable presence in your life, woven into the very fabric of your being. From the moment you were formed, I delighted in you. Every breath you take is a reflection of my care, and every heartbeat is a testament to my purpose for you. You are not here by chance. Your existence is intentional, purposeful, and cherished. I know that life has not always been kind to you. There have been moments of heartbreak, rejection, and loss that have left you wondering if you are truly seen, if you are truly valued. Let me assure you, my child, that not a single tear you've cried has gone unnoticed. I have collected them all and carried your pain as if it were my own. My love for you is not diminished by your struggles. Rather, it is magnified. Like a shepherd who seeks out the one lost sheep, I pursue you with relentless affection. You are never forgotten and you are never alone. Even when the weight of your past feels unbearable, know this: your mistakes do not define you. They are simply moments in a story that I am rewriting with grace and redemption. Bring them to me. Lay down your burdens and let me transform them into something beautiful. Imagine your pain as a shattered vase. When placed in my hands, I do not discard the pieces. Instead, I mend them with gold, creating a masterpiece more beautiful than before. This is what my love does. It heals, restores, and brings beauty from brokenness. But love alone is not enough. I am asking you to trust me. Trust is the bridge that connects your heart to my promises. It is not always easy, especially when the storms of life rage and the path ahead seems unclear. Yet I urge you to take that step of faith. Trust is not about understanding every detail of my plan. It's about believing in the one who holds your future. Even when you cannot see the way forward, trust that I am guiding you. My child, I have plans for you, plans to prosper you, to give you hope, and to lead you into a future filled with joy. Let me give you a simple example of trust. Think of a child learning to swim. At first, they cling to the edge, afraid of sinking. But when they reach out and take their parent's hand, they begin to float. It is not their strength that keeps them above water. It is their trust. In the same way, I am asking you to release your grip on fear and take hold of my hand. Let go of the doubts, the anxieties, and the what-ifs that weigh you down. Trust that I will carry you just as I have carried you before. You may wonder, but how do I trust when everything feels so uncertain? Start small, my child. Begin with a prayer. God, I don't understand, but I trust you. Let these words become a part of your daily rhythm, a quiet declaration of faith. As you lean into this trust, you will find that your heart begins to change. Worries that once consumed you will lose their power. Peace, like a gentle river, will flow into the spaces where fear once resided. Trust is not the absence of doubt. It is the courage to believe in me despite it. Remember, I see what you cannot see. I hold the blueprint of your life, and every twist and turn has a purpose. The delays you encounter are not denials. They are moments of preparation. The closed doors are not rejections. They are redirections towards something greater. I'm not late, my child. I am always on time. Trust that my timing, though it may not align with yours, is perfect. Even in the waiting, I am working. Even in the silence, I am speaking. And even in the pain, I am present. Let me speak to the deepest fears of your heart. You may feel unworthy of love, afraid of failure, or uncertain about your future. But I say this: you are worthy because I have declared it so. Your failures are not final, and your future is in my hands. My love for you is not contingent on your success. It is anchored in my unchanging nature. I do not love you because you are perfect. I love you because you are mine. Let this truth be the foundation on which you build your trust. My child, trust is not a one-time decision but a daily practice. Each morning when you rise, choose to place your faith in me. Each night when you rest, release your worries into my care. Let me shoulder the burdens that you were never meant to carry. Trust me with your dreams, your fears, and your deepest desires. As you do, You will begin to see my hand at work in your life in ways that will leave you in awe. And so, I invite you today, step into my love and trust me fully. Do not hold back. Open your heart to the life I have prepared for you, a life marked by peace, joy, and purpose. Trust is not about having all the answers, it's about knowing the one who does. Walk with me, and you will see that my love and guidance are more than enough to carry you through every season. This is only the beginning, my child. There is so much more ahead. My beloved child, I see the fear that grips your heart, the whispers of doubt that echo in your mind, and the weight of uncertainty that presses against your soul. Fear has a way of making you feel small, powerless, and alone. It tells you that you're not enough, that the obstacles before you are too great, and that failure is inevitable. But today, I want to remind you of this unshakable truth. I did not create you to live in fear. I have given you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. You are not bound by the chains of fear. You are called to walk in courage and strength. Fear is a shadow, a lie that tries to block the light of my promises. It thrives on your doubts and uncertainties, growing louder when you focus on the what-ifs instead of the truth of who I am. But my child, let me tell you something about shadows. They cannot exist without light. And I am the light that pierces through every darkness. When fear tries to overtake you, turn your eyes toward me. Let my light flood your heart and drive out every shadow. You are not alone in this battle. I am with you, fighting for you and equipping you to stand strong. Faith is the weapon I have placed in your hands to overcome fear. It is not about denying the reality of your challenges. It is about choosing to believe in me despite them. Faith says, yes, the storm is real, but my God is greater. It anchors you when the winds howl, holds you steady when the waves crash, and reminds you that no storm lasts forever. Think of Peter stepping out of the boat onto the water. The waves were real, the wind was fierce, but as long as his eyes were on me, he walked on water. My child, you too can walk above the waves of fear if you keep your focus on me. I know there are times when fear feels overwhelming, when it seems impossible to take even one more step forward. In those moments, remember that you don't have to face it alone. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel like you can't go on, lean into me. Let my strength carry you, my peace calm you, and my love remind you that you are safe. You don't have to have all the answers, and you don't have to be perfect. All I ask is that you trust me enough to take the next step, even if it's a small one. Here's a practical step to help you face your fears. Speak my promises over your life. When fear tells you that you're not enough, declare, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. When it whispers that you'll fail, proclaim, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let my words become your truth, your shield, and your sword. Write them down, repeat them aloud, and let them take root in your heart. The more you fill your mind with my promises, the less space there will be for fear. Fear often thrives in the unknown, in the spaces where you cannot see what lies ahead. But my child, you don't have to know the future because you know the one who holds it. Trust that I am already in your tomorrow, preparing the way and orchestrating every detail for your good. Fear loses its power when you rest in the assurance that I am in control. You may not see the full picture now, but one day you will look back and see how every moment of uncertainty was a part of my perfect plan. Let me give you a vision of what it looks like to live without fear. Imagine a bird soaring high above the ground, free from worry about where its next meal will come from or where it will find shelter. It doesn't strive or stress because it knows that I, the Creator, provide for its every need. You are worth far more than the birds of the air, my child. If I care for them, how much more will I care for you? Let this truth take root in your heart. You are held, protected, and provided for by the one who created the heavens and the earth. Fear will still try to knock on the door of your heart, but you have the choice not to let it in. When it comes, stand firm in faith. Remind yourself of my power, my love, and my promises. Surround yourself with my word, with people who encourage you, and with reminders of my faithfulness. The more you focus on me, the smaller fear becomes. And as you walk in faith, you will discover a strength within you that you never knew existed. a strength that comes not from your own abilities but from my presence in your life. Today, I am calling you to rise above fear and step into the life I have prepared for you. Fear has no power over you unless you give it permission. Take back that power by choosing faith, by choosing me. You are stronger than you think because I am your strength. You are braver than you believe because I am your courage. And you are never alone because I am always with you. Walk forward, my child, knowing that no matter what lies ahead, you are fully equipped to overcome. My beloved child, you were not created by chance or for mere existence. From the moment I formed you, I instilled within you a purpose that is uniquely yours. It is a purpose that aligns with my divine plan, a calling that reflects my glory and fulfills the longings of your soul. But I know that finding this purpose can feel overwhelming, especially when life's demands and distractions pull you in many directions. Let me guide you as you uncover the reason I placed you on this earth. You may ask, what is my purpose, Lord? How can I know what you've planned for me? Start by seeking me with all your heart. In the quiet moments when the noise of the world fades, you will hear my whispers. I speak to you through my word, through the people I place in your life, and through the passions I've planted in your heart. Those dreams you can't ignore, the talents you've been given, and the compassion you feel for others, they are all clues to the purpose I've designed for you. Trust that I am revealing it to you step by step. Purpose is not always found in grand gestures or monumental achievements. It often unfolds in the everyday acts of love, service, and faithfulness. The way you care for those around you, the way you persevere through challenges, and the way you choose kindness in a world that often lacks it, all of these reflect the purpose I've woven into your life. Even the moments that feel mundane are filled with meaning when they are done with me in mind. Do not despise small beginnings, for they are the foundation of something far greater. I know there are times when you feel lost, as though your life lacks direction or significance. Let me assure you, your life has eternal value. I am the potter and you are the clay. Even when you cannot see the final masterpiece, trust that I am shaping you for a purpose. Every experience, every trial, and every triumph is part of the process. The delays you face are not denials. They are opportunities for growth. The closed doors are not rejections. They are redirections towards something better. Trust that I am working all things together for your good. Imagine a tapestry being woven. From the underside, it may look chaotic and unfinished, with threads crossing in seemingly random directions. But from my perspective, the top side reveals a beautiful, intricate design. Your life is like that tapestry. What may seem confusing or meaningless to you is, in fact, a vital part of the picture I am creating. Trust the process, my child, even when it doesn't make sense. One day you will see how every thread had a purpose. Let me give you an example of how purpose can unfold in unexpected ways. Think of Moses, who doubted his ability to lead my people out of Egypt. He questioned his speech, his strength, and his worthiness, yet I chose him for a great purpose. Despite his doubts, he trusted me, and through his obedience, a nation was delivered. My child, you too have a purpose that may seem daunting, but remember that I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. Your weaknesses are not obstacles. They are opportunities for my strength to shine through. Discovering your purpose also means stepping out in faith. It's not enough to simply wait for clarity, you must take action. Start where you are with what you have. Serve others, share your gifts, and seek opportunities to grow. As you move forward, I will guide your steps. Do not be afraid of making mistakes, for I can use even your missteps to lead you closer to your calling. The key is to keep your heart open to me, trusting that I will lead you in the right direction. Sometimes your purpose will be revealed through your pain. The trials you've endured, the challenges you've overcome, and the scars you bear are not wasted. They are testimonies of my faithfulness and tools for you to help others. The comfort you've received from me can now be shared with those who are hurting. The lessons you've learned can inspire those who are struggling. In this way, your purpose becomes a beacon of hope, shining my light into the lives of others. Today, I am calling you to embrace the purpose I have for you. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back. You are not too old, too young, too broken, or too insignificant to fulfill the calling I've placed on your life. You have everything you need because I am with you. Step boldly into your purpose, knowing that I am guiding you, equipping you, and surrounding you with my grace. The world needs what only you can offer: your gifts, your story, and your unique reflection of my love. Trust in me, my child, and you will discover that your purpose is far greater than you ever imagined. It is not about achieving perfection or gaining recognition. It is about living a life that glorifies me and brings joy to your heart. As you walk in your purpose, you will find peace, fulfillment, and a deep sense of belonging. This is the life I have prepared for you, a life of meaning, impact, and eternal significance. Keep moving forward, for this journey has only just begun. My precious child, I see the storms that rage around you. I see the noise, the distractions, and the burdens that weigh heavily on your heart. In a world filled with chaos and uncertainty, it is easy to feel overwhelmed, lost, and alone. But today I want you to know that I am your peace. No matter what you are facing, no matter how turbulent the waters may seem, my presence brings calm. You do not have to face the storms alone. I am with you, holding you steady when everything around you feels unstable. The peace I offer is not like the fleeting calm the world tries to give. It is not dependent on circumstances or the absence of trouble. My peace is deeper, stronger, and unshakable. It is a peace that guards your heart and mind, even when life feels chaotic. When you rest in me, you will find that your soul begins to settle, your fears begin to fade, and a quiet confidence takes root within you. This peace is my gift to you, and it is yours to claim, no matter what you are going through. How do you find this peace, my child? Begin by turning your focus to me. In the middle of the storm, it's tempting to fixate on the waves, the winds, and the uncertainty. But remember what happened when Peter stepped out of the boat. As long as his eyes were on me, he walked on water. It was only when he looked at the storm that he began to sink. In the same way, I am calling you to lift your eyes above the chaos and fix them on me. I am your anchor, your refuge, and your strength. Peace also comes when you release your burdens to me. So many of the worries you carry are not yours to bear. Lay them at my feet, every fear, every doubt, every unanswered question. Let me take them from you and replace them with the assurance of my care. Imagine yourself holding a heavy backpack. The longer you carry it, the more it weighs you down. But when you give it to me, you are free to walk lightly and confidently. This is what I desire for you, my child, to live unburdened, trusting that I am in control. The chaos of the world can often drown out my voice, but I speak to you in the stillness. Find moments of quiet in your day to sit with me, to listen for my guidance, and to let my spirit renew your strength. Even in the busiest seasons of life, you can create space for peace. Perhaps it's a prayer whispered in the morning, a few moments of reflection in the evening, or a simple act of gratitude during the day. These small practices will anchor your heart in my presence and keep you grounded in my peace. I know that chaos often brings fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of what lies ahead. But my child, remember this: I am greater than anything you fear. The storms in your life may seem powerful, but they are no match for my power. When you feel the winds rising and the waves crashing, speak my promises over your life. Declare that I am your refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Let my words become your shield, your anchor, and your source of peace. Let me give you a practical example of how to live in my peace. Think of a tree planted by a river. Its roots go deep into the soil, drawing nourishment and strength from the water. No matter how strong the winds blow, the tree stands firm because it is rooted. You too can be like that tree when you root yourself in me. Let my word be your foundation, my presence your nourishment, and my promises your strength. As you draw closer to me, you will find that no storm can uproot you. You may be wondering, but what if the chaos never ends? What if the storms continue? My child, even if the circumstances around you do not change, I can change your heart. My peace is not about escaping the storm. It's about finding calm within it. It's about knowing that you are safe in my hands no matter what happens. When you trust in me, you can face the storms with courage, knowing that I am with you and that I will never let you go. Today, I am inviting you to rest in my peace. Let go of the striving, the worrying, and the fear. Come to me and I will give you rest. My peace is not something you have to earn. It is a gift I freely offer. All you have to do is receive it. Trust that I am in control even when life feels chaotic. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. And trust that my love for you is unchanging, even in the midst of the storm. This peace, my child, is your inheritance as my beloved. It is a peace that the world cannot give and cannot take away. Hold on to it, let it fill your heart, and let it guide your steps. The storms may come, but you are anchored in me. The chaos may swirl, but my peace will keep you steady. You are safe, you are loved, and you are never alone. Rest in my peace and let it be your refuge today and always. My beloved child, I see your heart. I see the questions you ask in the quiet moments and the weight of uncertainty you carry. You've prayed, waited, and hoped, yet the answers you seek seem distant. Let me speak to you today. My timing is perfect. It may not align with your plans or fit neatly into the expectations of the world, but it is always right. I am never late and I am never early. Every moment is carefully orchestrated for your good, even when you cannot see it. You felt the ache of waiting, the tension of longing for something to come to pass. Waiting can feel like a wilderness, a dry, endless season where you wonder if I have forgotten you. But my child, waiting is not wasted. It is in the waiting that I work most deeply within you. I am shaping your heart, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for what lies ahead. Just as a seed must rest in the soil before it grows, you too are being prepared in this time of waiting. Trust that I am with you, nurturing what is yet to bloom. Think of a child who asks for a gift. As a loving parent, you don't deny the child what they need, but you give it when the time is right, when it will bring them joy and not harm. In the same way, I withhold nothing good from you, but I give it according to my perfect plan. You may not understand the reasons for the delays, but trust that I do. I see the bigger picture, the twists and turns of your journey that lead to blessings you cannot yet imagine. My timing is not a punishment, it is a gift. I know how hard it can be to wait, especially when the world around you moves at such a fast pace. The pressure to act, achieve, and succeed can make you feel as though waiting is a failure. But my child, waiting on me is never in vain. It is an act of faith, a declaration that you trust my wisdom over your own understanding. It is in the stillness of waiting that you will hear my voice most clearly. Be still and know that I am God. Let this truth anchor you when impatience threatens to take hold. Let me give you an example of the beauty of my timing. Think of the sunrise. No matter how much you long for it, you cannot rush it. The sun rises in its appointed time, painting the sky with colors beyond imagination. And when it does, its light transforms everything. So it is with my promises in your life. They will come to pass in their appointed time, bringing blessings that are far greater than you could have envisioned. Trust that I am working, even in the moments that feel like darkness. Perhaps you are wondering, but what do I do while I wait? My child, waiting is not passive. It is a time to draw closer to me, to deepen your faith, and to prepare your heart for what is to come. Use this season to nurture the gifts I've placed within you. Serve others, grow in wisdom, and seek my presence daily. As you do, you will find that the waiting becomes a time of growth rather than frustration. You are not standing still, you are being refined and strengthened for the blessings ahead. Waiting also teaches you to let go of control. I know how much you desire to plan every detail, to know what lies ahead, and to ensure that everything goes according to your expectations. But my child, surrendering control is an act of trust. Release your plans into my hands and allow me to guide you. When you let go, you make room for my greater plan to unfold, a plan that is far better than anything you could create on your own. Let me remind you of my faithfulness. Look back on the moments when you thought all was lost, yet I made a way. Remember the prayers I have already answered and the promises I have already fulfilled. Those moments are a testament to my unwavering love for you. If I was faithful then, why would I not be faithful now? Let these reminders strengthen your faith as you wait for what is yet to come. My child, the waiting will not last forever. There is a season for everything, and the time for your breakthrough will come. Until then, rest in the assurance that I am with you. You are not forgotten, and your prayers have not gone unheard. I am working in ways you cannot see, preparing blessings that will exceed your expectations. Hold on to this truth. My timing is perfect, and my plans for you are good. Today, I invite you to let go of the anxiety of the clock and embrace the peace of my timing. Trust that I am in control, that I am for you, and that I am leading you toward a future filled with hope. The waiting is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of something beautiful. Hold on, my child, for my promises are as sure as the rising sun, and my love for you will never fail. My beloved child, today I want to speak to the doubts that linger in your heart. I know how often you wrestle with questions about your future, about your worth, and even about my presence in your life. Doubt can feel like a heavy cloud, blocking the light of hope and leaving you uncertain of your next steps. But I am here to remind you that doubt is not a sign of failure. It is an invitation to draw closer to me. I'm not afraid of your questions. Bring them to me and let me replace your uncertainty with faith. Faith is not about having all the answers or never feeling unsure. It is about choosing to trust me even when the path ahead is unclear. It's about believing in my promises, even when circumstances seem to contradict them. Faith is the foundation on which your relationship with me is built. It allows you to step forward not because you see the whole picture, but because you know the one who holds it. My child, your faith doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be present. Even a mustard seed of faith can move mountains. Doubt often whispers lies into your heart, telling you that you're not good enough, that you've made too many mistakes, or that my promises are not meant for you. But hear me clearly, those lies have no power over you unless you choose to believe them. You are not defined by your doubts. You are defined by my love. When doubt tries to pull you away, let my truth draw you closer. Speak my promises over your life. Remind yourself that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that I have plans to prosper you, and that nothing can separate you from my love. Let me give you a picture of what faith looks like. Imagine a child learning to walk. They stumble, fall, and hesitate, but they always get back up because they trust the hands that guide them. You are that child, and I am those hands. When you fall, I am there to lift you. When you hesitate, I am there to encourage you. Your journey of faith is not about perfection, but about persistence. Keep walking even when the way is uncertain. I am with you every step of the way. Faith is also a choice, a daily decision to trust me above all else. It's not something that happens automatically, it's a commitment you make, especially in the face of doubt. When you wake up each morning, choose to declare, Lord, I trust you. When challenges arise, remind yourself of my faithfulness. When the path ahead seems dark, remember that I am the light guiding your steps. Faith is not about eliminating doubt, but about moving forward despite it. Doubt can sometimes feel like an immovable barrier, but my child, it is not. It is a challenge that can be overcome with my help. When you feel doubt creeping in, turn to me in prayer. Share your fears, your uncertainties, and your struggles with me. I am not distant. I am right here, ready to strengthen your faith and remind you of my promises. Surround yourself with my word, with people who encourage you, and with reminders of my faithfulness. These are the tools I've given you to overcome doubt and walk in faith. Let me remind you of my faithfulness throughout history. Think of Abraham, who trusted me when I called him to leave his home for an unknown land. Think of David, who faced Goliath with nothing but a sling and faith in my power. Think of Mary, who said yes to my plan even when it seemed impossible. These are not just stories, they are examples of what happens when my children trust me. Their faith was not perfect, but it was enough, and so is yours. Walking in faith also means embracing the unknown. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and trusting that I will catch you. Think of Peter walking on water. As long as he kept his eyes on me, he defied the waves. But when he looked at the storm, he began to sink. My child, the storms in your life are real, but they are not greater than my power. Keep your focus on me, and you will find that even the fiercest storms cannot pull you under. Today, I am inviting you to take a step of faith. It doesn't have to be a leap. Even the smallest step is significant. Trust that I am guiding you even when you don't see the way forward. Trust that I am working even when you don't feel it. Trust that I am for you even when doubt tells you otherwise. You don't have to have all the answers. You only need to trust the one who does. And as you walk in faith, you will discover a strength, a peace, and a joy that only I can provide. My child, doubt will come, but it doesn't have to stay. Let your faith be greater than your fear. Let my promises be louder than the lies. And let my presence be your source of strength. You are not alone on this journey. I am with you and I will never let you go. Step forward in faith, knowing that the path I have prepared for you is filled with hope, purpose, and abundant blessings. My beloved child, today I want to remind you of the power of gratitude, a gift that transforms not only your heart but the world around you. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you in moments of abundance. It is a posture of the soul, a way of seeing my hand at work even in the smallest details of your life. When you choose to live with a grateful heart, you align yourself with my presence, opening the door for joy, peace, and blessings to flow into your life. Gratitude changes how you see the world. Instead of focusing on what you lack, it shifts your perspective to see what you already have. Look around you, my child. The breath in your lungs, the beauty of creation, the relationships that bring you joy, all of these are gifts from my hand. Even in difficult seasons, there are blessings to be found. When you cultivate gratitude, you begin to see my goodness in every circumstance, and your heart becomes a wellspring of joy. Let me show you how gratitude works in your life. Imagine holding a cup under a stream of water. The more you focus on the flow, the fuller your cup becomes. But if you turn away, the cup remains empty. Gratitude is like holding your cup under the stream of my blessings. It keeps you connected to my provision and reminds you that I am always at work, even when you cannot see it. Each time you say, "Thank you, Lord," you are declaring your trust in my faithfulness. But gratitude doesn't end with you, my child. It is meant to overflow into the lives of others through generosity. The blessings I pour into your life are not just for your benefit. They are meant to be shared. When you give to others, whether it's your time, your resources, or your love, you reflect my character and bring my light into the world. Generosity is an act of faith, a declaration that you trust me to provide for your needs as you care for the needs of others. You may wonder, but what if I don't have enough to give? My child, generosity is not about the size of your gift but the heart behind it. Even the smallest act of kindness can have a profound impact. Remember the widow who gave 2 small coins at the temple. Her gift was small in the eyes of the world, but to me, it was greater than all the others because it came from a heart of trust and gratitude. When you give, no matter how small, you are participating in my work of blessing others. Gratitude and generosity are deeply connected. When you recognize the blessings in your life, your heart naturally overflows with a desire to bless others. And as you give, you create space for more blessings to flow into your life. This is my promise. Give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. You cannot outgive me, my child. The more you pour out, the more I will pour in. Let me give you a practical way to live this out. Each day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. Write them down, speak them aloud, or offer them to me in prayer. Then, look for an opportunity to share those blessings with someone else. Perhaps it's a kind word to a friend, a meal for someone in need, or simply offering your time to listen. These small acts of gratitude and generosity create ripples of my love that extend far beyond what you can see. Gratitude also transforms your challenges into opportunities. When you thank me in the midst of trials, you declare that my goodness is greater than your circumstances. This act of faith shifts your focus from the problem to the provider. It reminds you that I am with you, working all things together for your good. Gratitude is not about denying your struggles. It's about acknowledging my presence in the midst of them. Today, I am calling you to live a life of gratitude and generosity. Let your heart overflow with thankfulness for all that I have done, and let that thankfulness inspire you to bless others. When you live this way, you become a reflection of my love, a vessel through which my blessings flow. You may never fully see the impact of your generosity, but trust that it is making a difference in ways only I can measure. Remember, my child, you are blessed to be a blessing. The more you recognize my hand at work in your life, the more you will see my abundance. And as you share that abundance with others, you will experience the joy of participating in my plan. Gratitude and generosity are not just actions. They are a way of life, a life that glorifies me and brings you closer to my heart. My precious child, I know the burdens you carry, the weight of disappointments, and the pain of unanswered questions. Life has a way of testing your strength, shaking your confidence, and making you wonder if better days will ever come. But I want you to know this: no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn is always near. I am the God of hope, and I have not forgotten you. Today, I invite you to embrace the resilience I have placed within you and the unshakable hope that comes from trusting in me. Hope is not a fragile wish or a fleeting emotion. It is a powerful anchor for your soul. It keeps you steady when the storms of life rage and reminds you that my promises are true, even when circumstances seem to say otherwise. You may feel overwhelmed by the challenges before you, but let me remind you of my faithfulness. Look back on the times I have carried you through difficulties, provided for your needs, and turned your pain into purpose. I have not changed, my child. The same God who was with you then is with you now. Resilience is the strength I have given you to endure, to rise, and to keep moving forward. It doesn't mean you won't feel pain or experience setbacks, but it means that you will not be defeated by them. My child, your trials are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of something greater. Like gold refined in fire, you are being strengthened and purified through every challenge. Trust that I am using these moments to shape you, to deepen your faith, and to prepare you for the blessings ahead. Let me give you a picture of resilience. Think of a tree standing strong in the midst of a storm. The winds may bend its branches, but its roots hold firm. You too are like that tree. When your roots are grounded in me, no storm can uproot you. The winds may come, but they will not break you. Instead, they will make you stronger, teaching you to rely on my strength rather than your own. My child, you are stronger than you realize because I am your strength. Hope also allows you to see beyond your current circumstances. It lifts your eyes from the struggles of today and points you toward the promises of tomorrow. My plans for you are good, filled with hope and a future. Even when the path ahead seems unclear, trust that I am leading you. Like a shepherd guiding his flock, I am walking with you, protecting you, and ensuring that you reach the destination I have prepared for you. Do not be discouraged by the detours. They are often my way of leading you to something even better. You may wonder, how can I hold on to hope when everything feels so uncertain? Start by focusing on what you know to be true. My love for you is unchanging, my presence is constant, and my promises are sure. Speak these truths over your life. Let them drown out the voices of doubt and despair. When fear tries to take hold, declare, I will not be shaken, for my hope is in the Lord. My child, hope is not about ignoring reality. It's about trusting that I am greater than any reality you face. Practical steps can help you cultivate hope and resilience in your daily life. Begin each day with gratitude, thanking me for the blessings you have, no matter how small they may seem. Surround yourself with reminders of my faithfulness, whether it's a scripture on your wall, a journal of answered prayers, or the encouragement of a friend who walks in faith. And when challenges arise, take them one step at a time. You don't have to have all the answers. You only need to trust me for the next step. Resilience also grows when you allow yourself to rest in my presence. You were not created to carry every burden alone. Bring your worries, your fears, and your exhaustion to me and let me renew your strength. Imagine a runner pausing to drink water during a marathon. That water refreshes them, giving them the energy to keep going. My presence is like that water for your soul. Come to me and I will give you rest, peace, and the courage to continue. My child, the struggles you face are not wasted. They are shaping you into the person I created you to be. The pain you've endured will become a testimony of my faithfulness, a source of encouragement for others who are walking through similar trials. Your resilience will inspire hope in those around you, pointing them toward me. Do not be afraid to share your story, for it is a story of grace, redemption, and unwavering hope. Today, I am calling you to rise above your circumstances and embrace the hope and resilience I have given you. Do not let the weight of the world steal your joy or silence your faith. You are not defined by your struggles. You are defined by my love. Trust that I am with you, working all things together for your good. The challenges you face today are the seeds of the blessings you will reap tomorrow. Hold on to hope, my child, for I am the God who makes all things new. My beloved child, you were created for more than mere survival. You were made to thrive, to walk boldly in the purpose I have designed uniquely for you. Before you took your first breath, I wove my plans into the fabric of your being. These plans are good, filled with hope and a future, and they are waiting for you to embrace them. Today, I call you to step forward with courage, to leave behind the doubts and fears that have held you back, and to claim the extraordinary life I have prepared for you. You may wonder, how can I know my purpose? What if I fail? Let me assure you, my child, that your purpose is not something you must figure out alone. It is revealed through my presence, through the gifts I have placed within you, and through the opportunities one bring into your life. Look at the passions that stir your heart, the talents that come naturally to you, and the ways you feel called to serve others. These are not random. They are intentional markers of the path I have set before you. Walking in your purpose requires faith and action. It is not enough to simply wait for clarity. You must take steps forward, trusting that I will guide you as you move. Think of Abraham, who left his homeland without knowing where I was leading him, trusting only in my promise. You too are called to step out in faith, even when the destination is unclear. Remember, I do not ask for perfection. I ask for obedience. As you take each step, I will equip you with everything you need to fulfill your calling. I know there are voices that tell you you're not enough, that you're too young, too old, too broken, or too insignificant to make a difference. But my child, those voices are not from me. I call you not because of your qualifications, but because of my love and grace. Look at the ones I've called before you. Moses, who doubted his ability to lead. David, a shepherd boy overlooked by many. Mary, a young woman chosen to carry my son. They were not perfect, but they were willing. And through their obedience, my purpose was fulfilled. You too are chosen and equipped for something greater than you can imagine. As you walk in your purpose, remember that it is not about seeking recognition or achieving worldly success. Your purpose is rooted in serving me and serving others. It is found in the way you love, the way you give, and the way you reflect my character in all that you do. Each act of kindness, each word of encouragement, and each step of faith is a fulfillment of the purpose I have placed within you. Do not underestimate the impact of these small, faithful acts. There will be challenges along the way, moments when the path feels difficult, when doubts creep in, and when progress seems slow. But let me remind you that I am with you, strengthening you, guiding you, and clearing the way before you. The trials you face are not obstacles to your purpose. They are opportunities for growth. They refine your character, deepen your faith, and prepare you for the greater things I have in store. Trust that even the delays and detours are part of my perfect plan. Let me give you a vision of what walking in your purpose looks like. Imagine a river flowing steadily toward the ocean. At times, the river encounters rocks and bends, but it does not stop. It flows with confidence, knowing that its destination is sure. You are like that river, moving steadily toward the fulfillment of my plans. The obstacles you face may slow you, but they cannot stop the flow of my purpose in your life. Trust in me and let my spirit guide you through every twist and turn. My child, stepping into your purpose also means stepping into my power. You are not meant to do this alone. Lean on me for strength, wisdom, and courage. When you feel weak, remember that my power is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel unsure, trust that I will direct your steps. When you feel afraid, know that I am with you, holding you by the hand and leading you forward. Together, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. Today, I invite you to embrace the purpose I have for you. Do not let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others hold you back. You are my masterpiece, created for good works that I prepared in advance for you to do. Step boldly into this calling, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. The world needs the light only you can bring, the love only you can give, and the unique reflection of my glory that only you can offer. This is your time, my child. Rise up and walk in the fullness of who you were created to be. Trust that I am working in and through you to accomplish great things. Your purpose is not just about what you do, it is about who you are, a beloved child of mine called to make an eternal impact. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are never alone. I am with you, guiding you, equipping you, and cheering you on. Together, we will do incredible things. My beloved child, your life is more significant than you can imagine. Every choice you make, every word you speak, and every act of love you offer is part of a greater story, one that echoes far beyond your time on this earth. You were created not just to live, but to leave a legacy, a reflection of my love and faithfulness that will inspire generations to come. Today, I call you to embrace this legacy, to live with intention, and to plant seeds of faith that will bear fruit for eternity. Your legacy is not measured by worldly achievements or material success, but by the impact you have on the lives of others. Think of the people I've placed in your life: family, friends, neighbors, and even strangers. Each interaction is an opportunity to reflect my character, to share my love, and to point others toward me. A kind word, a selfless act, or a moment of encouragement may seem small, but in my hands, these seeds can grow into something far greater than you can imagine. Living a legacy of faith requires you to focus on what truly matters. The world will try to distract you with temporary pursuits, but I am calling you to set your heart on eternal things. Invest your time, energy, and resources in what will last forever: your relationship with me and the lives of those around you. Seek first my kingdom, and everything else will fall into place. When you prioritize what matters most, you will find that your life becomes a testament to my glory. You may feel that your life is too ordinary to leave a lasting impact, but let me remind you of the power of small, faithful acts. Think of the ripple effect of a single drop of water in a still pond. One small act of love can create ripples that reach far beyond what you can see. Do not underestimate the influence you have. Your prayers, your encouragement, and your example of faith can inspire others to draw closer to me. Through you, lives can be changed, hearts can be healed, and hope can be restored. Let me give you a vision of what a legacy of faith looks like. Imagine a candle passing its flame to another candle, and then another, until the entire room is filled with light. This is what happens when you share your faith, your love, and your testimony. The light I've placed within you is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to shine brightly, illuminating the lives of those around you. Your legacy is not about what you keep for yourself, but what you give to others. Living a legacy also means passing your faith to the next generation. Whether you have children of your own or simply influence those younger than you, your example of faith can shape the lives of those who follow. Teach them to trust in me, to seek my guidance, and to walk in my ways. Share the stories of my faithfulness in your life, and remind them that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Your faith is a gift that can be passed down, a light that will continue to shine long after you are gone. My child, I know there are moments when you wonder if what you're doing truly matters. Let me assure you, nothing done in love is ever wasted. Every prayer you pray, every act of kindness you offer, and every step of faith you take is seen by me and will bear fruit in due time. Even when you cannot see the results, trust that I am using your life to accomplish my purposes. Your legacy is not just about what you achieve. It is about who you are in me. Building a legacy of faith also requires perseverance. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but do not be discouraged. Remember the great cloud of witnesses who have gone before you, those who walked by faith, trusting in my promises even when the outcome was uncertain. Like them, you are part of a story that is far greater than yourself. Keep running the race I've set before you, fixing your eyes on me, the author and finisher of your faith. Today, I invite you to live with eternity in mind. Let your actions, your words, and your choices reflect the hope and love I have placed within you. Do not be afraid to step out in faith, to share your testimony, and to make a difference in the lives of others. Your legacy is not about perfection. It is about faithfulness. Trust that I am with you, guiding you, and using your life to bring glory to my name. My child, you are part of something far greater than you can comprehend. Your life is a thread in the beautiful tapestry I am weaving, a tapestry that will one day reveal the fullness of my glory. Trust that your story matters, that your faith has an impact, and that your legacy will endure. Live each day with intention, knowing that I am with you, working in and through you to accomplish my purposes. Together, we are shaping a story that will echo into eternity. My beloved child, I see the uncertainty you face, the crossroads where you hesitate, and the weight of the decisions you carry. Life often presents you with paths that seem unclear, and the fear of taking the wrong step can feel overwhelming. But hear me today, I am your guide. I have gone before you, paving a way where there once was none. You do not need to navigate this journey alone, for my presence is your compass, and my wisdom is your map. Seeking my guidance begins with surrender. Let go of the need to control every detail or to have all the answers before you move. Trust me enough to place your plans, your dreams, and your uncertainties into my hands. I am not asking you to figure it all out. I am asking you to follow me. Imagine yourself as a traveler in an unfamiliar land. The mapmaker knows the way better than anyone else. I am that mapmaker, and I know the terrain of your life intimately. Trust that I will lead you to where you need to be. You may ask, how will I know it's your voice, Lord? My voice is not one of confusion or fear. It is a voice of peace, clarity, and love. I speak to you through my word, through the prompting of my spirit, and through the wise counsel of those I have placed in your life. When you feel uncertain, hold my promises close. Does what you hear align with my word? Does it bring you closer to me? These are the markers of my guidance. Remember, I am not a God of chaos. I am a God of order and purpose. In the busyness of life, it can be hard to hear me. But my child, I am always speaking. You simply need to create space to listen. Spend time in prayer, not just speaking but also sitting quietly in my presence. Reflect on my word, for it is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Sometimes my guidance comes as a whisper, a quiet nudge in your spirit. Other times, it comes through doors that open unexpectedly or opportunities that align perfectly with the gifts I've given you. Pay attention to these moments, for they are not coincidences. They are my hand at work. Let me give you an image of how I guide you. Picture a shepherd leading his flock through the hills. The sheep may not understand the terrain, but they trust the shepherd to lead them to green pastures and still waters. You are my sheep, and I am your shepherd. You may not always see the destination, but trust that I do. I am leading you to places of provision, safety, and purpose. When you feel lost, remember that I am never far away. Call out to me and I will guide you back to the path. I know that waiting for my guidance can be challenging. Patience is not easy, especially when you are eager for answers or when the pressure to act feels urgent. But my child, waiting is not a passive act. It is an act of trust. Use this time to draw closer to me, to seek my wisdom, and to prepare your heart for what lies ahead. Think of a seed planted in the soil. It doesn't sprout immediately, but in the hiddenness, it is growing. In the same way, I am working behind the scenes in your life even when you cannot see it. You may fear making the wrong decision, But let me reassure you, even your missteps are not beyond my ability to redeem. If you take a wrong turn, I will redirect you. My plans are greater than your mistakes, and my grace covers every misstep. Trust that I can turn all things, even your uncertainty, into something beautiful. My child, you are not walking this journey alone. I am with you, guiding your steps and holding your hand. Let me give you a practical way to seek my guidance. Start each day with a simple prayer. Lord, lead me today. Show me the path you have for me. Throughout your day, pause and invite me into your decisions. Whether it's a major life choice or a small, everyday decision, I care about it all. Listen for my voice in the stillness, and look for my hand in the opportunities and people I place in your path. When you walk with me, you will find that clarity and peace begin to replace confusion and anxiety. Remember, my child, my guidance is not just about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about drawing closer to me with each step you take. Even when the path seems winding, trust that I am leading you exactly where you need to be. I see the full picture, the twists, the turns, and the detours, and I am using every part of it to bring you closer to the purpose I've designed for you. Trust the process and trust the one who is guiding you through it. Today, I invite you to let go of the fear of the unknown and embrace the peace of my guidance. You don't have to have all the answers. You only need to trust the one who does. Walk forward in faith, knowing that I am with you, lighting your path and leading you toward a future filled with hope and promise. My child, I am your guide, your compass, and your constant companion. Trust me, and you will find that every step you take is part of the beautiful story I am writing for your life. My beloved child, your life is more meaningful than you can comprehend. Every breath you take, every step you make, and every choice you embrace contributes to the eternal tapestry I am weaving. You were not created to simply drift through life. You were designed with intention, with purpose, and with a divine vision in mind. Today, I am calling you to lift your eyes beyond the temporary and embrace the eternal, to live a life that not only fulfills you but also reflects my glory for generations to come. Purpose begins with knowing who you are in me. You are my child, deeply loved and uniquely gifted. Your identity is not rooted in the world's expectations or achievements, but in the truth that you are mine. When you understand this, you are free to live boldly, unshackled by fear or doubt. Purpose flows from this truth. It is the expression of the gifts, passions, and callings I have placed within you. Those dreams you carry, the desires that stir your heart, they are not random. They are whispers of the destiny I have crafted for you. Living with purpose means aligning your life with my eternal vision. It is about choosing to prioritize what truly matters. Loving me, loving others, and seeking my kingdom above all else. The world will try to distract you with temporary pursuits, success, possessions, and recognition, but I am calling you to something greater. Look beyond the fleeting and focus on the lasting. Invest your time, your energy, and your heart in relationships, in serving others, and in building treasures in heaven. What you do for my kingdom will echo through eternity. You may feel that your life is too ordinary to have eternal significance, but let me remind you, no act of love is ever wasted. Even the smallest gestures, a kind word, a helping hand, a moment of encouragement, carry great weight in my kingdom. Think of a pebble dropped into a pond. The ripples extend far beyond the initial impact. Your life is like that pebble, and the choices you make ripple outward, touching lives in ways you may never see. Do not underestimate the power of your faithfulness in the little things. Let me give you a picture of living with eternal vision. Imagine planting a tree, knowing that you may never sit in its shade, but trusting that others will. This is what it means to live for something greater than yourself. Your actions today, your prayers, your sacrifices, your acts of obedience, are seeds planted for a harvest that will bless others long after you are gone. This is the legacy I am calling you to build, one that reflects my love and leaves an impact that stretches into eternity. Living with purpose also means embracing my timing and trusting my plan. There will be moments when you feel discouraged, when the fruits of your labor seem invisible, and when you question if you're on the right path. My child, do not lose heart. The seeds you plant in faith will grow in my perfect time. Even when you cannot see the results, trust that I am at work. I am the master gardener, nurturing every seed and ensuring that it bears fruit in due season. To live with eternal vision, you must also surrender your fears and doubts to me. Fear will try to hold you back, telling you that you're not enough or that the risks are too great. But my child, I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you power, love, and a sound mind. Trust that I will equip you for every task I call you to. Step forward in faith, knowing that I am with you and that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Let me remind you that your purpose is not just about what you do, it's about who you are becoming. As you grow closer to me, your life becomes a reflection of my love and grace. Your character, your values, and your faithfulness speak louder than any accomplishment. When you live with integrity, when you choose kindness over convenience, and when you put others before yourself, you are living out my purpose for your life. These are the things that truly matter. Today, I invite you to lift your eyes beyond the immediate and embrace the eternal. Think of the people I've placed in your life. How can you love them more deeply? How can you serve them with greater compassion? How can you point them toward me? These are the questions that will guide you as you live with purpose. Remember, my child, your life is not about achieving perfection. It is about faithfulness. Trust that as you walk in my purpose, I will use your life to bring glory to my name. Your purpose is woven into the fabric of eternity, and it is uniquely yours. Do not compare your journey to others or let the world define your worth. You are part of a grand story, one that I am writing with love and intention. Each chapter, each page, and each word is significant. Trust that your life is not just meaningful, it is essential to the story I am telling. Live with this truth in your heart, and you will find fulfillment that surpasses anything this world can offer. My child, you were created for a purpose far greater than yourself. Embrace it with courage, walk in it with faith, and trust that I am with you every step of the way. Together, we will accomplish more than you can ask or imagine. Live with eternity in mind, and let your life shine as a beacon of hope and love in a world that desperately needs it. My dear child, you've read these words and felt my voice reaching into your heart. These are not just words for reflection. They are a call to action, a divine invitation to step into the life I've designed for you. Each message you've received has been tailored to awaken your spirit, to remind you of your worth, and to guide you toward a deeper relationship with me. But knowledge alone is not enough. It is time to act. Today I am calling you to rise, to embrace the truths you've been given, and to let them transform your life. Let me ask you, what has stirred your heart most deeply? What challenges have resonated with your struggles? What steps can you take today to live out the purpose I have placed within you? My child, this journey is not meant to be overwhelming. It is meant to be freeing. Start where you are. Take one step, however small, and trust that I will meet you there. Let these truths guide your decisions, shape your relationships, and influence every part of your life. Your next steps matter not just for your own growth, but for the lives you are meant to touch. Think of the people around you, your family, your friends, your community. How can you reflect my love to them? How can you inspire hope, offer encouragement, or serve their needs? Living out your faith is not about perfection. It is about showing up, being present, and trusting me to work through you. You may never fully see the impact of your actions, but trust that I am using every moment for my glory. I encourage you to stay connected to this journey. Make time for me daily. Dive into my word, where I will continue to speak to your heart. Surround yourself with a community of faith, people who will support you, pray with you, and encourage you to keep going. And remember, this is a process. Transformation does not happen overnight, but step by step, as you walk with me, you will see the beauty of the life I've prepared for you. Before we end, I ask you to commit to this journey. Subscribe to this channel, activate the notifications, and let these messages continue to guide and uplift you. Share what you've learned with others who may need to hear these words. You are not alone in this walk, and together we can create a ripple effect of hope, faith, and love in a world that so desperately needs it. My child, the best is yet to come. Do not let fear, doubt, or hesitation hold you back. Trust in my promises, take action, and watch as I lead you into a life of purpose, peace, and eternal impact. This is your time to rise, to step boldly into your calling, and to live the extraordinary life I've designed for you. I am with you always,